Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how we can disable the close button of our Excel file. Now let's talk about why you want to do this. Let's say you have an important file that you want to keep it open all the time. There could be multiple reasons why you want to do that. Let's say you're running a report every hour or so, it's connected with your data, or it could be your employee roster or whatever. You want to keep it open all the time. But what happens when you switch through the application, you hit close on a couple of applications and you close that file by mistake. Yeah, it happens all the time. You don't want to close it, but it gets closed. To solve this problem, I found a quick way to resolve this problem, right? What we're gonna do, we're gonna run a VBA macro that's gonna disable this close button on the Excel sheet, right? So let's begin. For an example, we got this sheet, which is very important to me. I don't want to close it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another sheet, call it settings. Then I will head to the developer tabs at the top. If it's not there by default, then just right click anywhere in this ribbon area, click on customize ribbon, and on your right hand side under the mains tab, you will see developer options. If it's unchecked by default, just check it. Click OK, and you will have all these options. After that, you click on Insert, you click on this checkbox, click anywhere on the sheet. Here you go, you got this checkbox. If you right click on it, then you will have this window. In this window, click on Format Control, and under the Control tab, you click on this little arrow and connect it to a cell. In this case, I'm gonna connect it to cell H1. You can see, press enter, that's it. Click OK. Now, if you click on this checkbox, you can see the value of this cell is turning into true and false. That's what we want. What you also can do, you can change the name of this checkbox by right clicking on it and double clicking onto the text. Let's call it deactivate X. You can move it wherever you like. Let me just move it here. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna write a VBA code that will be connected to this cell, and based on this cell, it's gonna turn this close button on and off. Okay, it's gonna toggle there. So right click on your settings tab, click on view code. Now you may have multiple sheets, but the sheet you're looking is the workbook. So you click on this workbook. Now you can see the code editor window for this workbook will be open. On this one, you click on this drop down menu, click on workbook. Now on your right hand side, open the drop down menu, scroll up, you will see this option called before close. Click on it. Now you can see it has generated some sort of code for us. Yeah, says workbook before close. Between these two parameters, we're going to write down our code. Okay, so let's begin. So we're going to write the if statement. If worksheets. So we're going to write a worksheet name here. In this case, is settings. So settings, close parenthesis, and now we're going to give it range. So our true and false value is in H1 column. So we're going to just name it H1. So what this code is doing is getting the information from this cell, and we're going to match it whether it's true. If it's true, then what we can do, we can cancel the closing button. And if it's not true, then we can enable the button, right? And now close the statement, save the workbook. Remember, you will need to save your workbook into micro enabled workbook format, which is XLSM. Otherwise, this all this code won't work at all, right? So give it a name, my data, call it whatever. All right, so close it. Let's try to activate this. So saying true now, and if you try to close your file, you can see it's not working anymore, right? One other thing we can do, we can turn this close button into minimize button. Let's say you want to try to get rid of all your applications and you're clicking X on all the applications. You probably want to go to your desktop, right? So let's turn it into a minimize button. So it will minimize and won't close. So to do that, go back into the code editor. So right click on settings tab, view code, click on this workbook, and at the bottom of this code, you can write application dot Windows state. Oh, here you go. Windows state equal Excel minimized, and save it. That's it. So whenever this is activated, if you press the close button, it will minimize the tab like so, and you can open it back again, right? And if you uncheck it, now you will be able to close your workbook as normally. You can see it will ask you to whether you want to save the changes or not, and you can proceed with it. Let's say save, workbook is gone. That's it basically. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like the video if you like it. Thank you very much. See you next time.